And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to the tail end of the broadcast. We're here in the second semifinals. We just wrapped up with the quarterfinals and upper semis, and now we have Geralt. He's waiting for the winner of this series in the next round as we jump into our fresh TvT. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Tokamak, we have the South Korean Terran player. We have the blue Terran. It is Percival. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the red Terran player, with the red Terran player himself. It is HonMonO. Here we go. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we jump into our TvT. Oh, and I do need a moment here to set up our player name. Bam, there we go, we have our TvT. And if you're unfamiliar with our players here, HonMonO, he is known for being hyper aggressive and hyper cheesy, hyper all-in, specifically against Protoss. Against Protoss, HonMonO, he is the cheesiest player out there. Against Terran, he plays more standard. Speaking of more standard, he does go for a 2x opener though. Interesting. This should be 2x Reaper. If so, this is designed to hard counter a proxy 2x Reaper, but Percival, he's back at home, going for a standard opener, double gas, faster factory, safe start out of Percival. I do favor Percival when it comes to these openers. So in TvT, there's a little bit of a rock, paper, scissors here when it comes to build choices. That is true. So coming into this opener, I do favor Percival, as he will have the faster factory, faster Hellion, and his army and his setup will just scale better into a longer and later game. Meanwhile, again, as we mentioned before, HonMonO, this is designed to hard counter proxy and hyper aggression. That's not what we're getting though out of Percival. Este ahí está, man. Este ahí está. Ay. Shaking my head. Oh my god, Percival, calm down! As he does thread the needle, does avoid the first two Reapers himself. From here, does pull back, reinforcing. He has yet to scatter across the map, of course. We do see a delayed, even further delayed CC here out of HonMonO. We'll see if he goes for a starport after the factory into a one base all in, or if he does expand based on the rally, he's expanding. Okay, so he's going for the delayed CC. At the same time, HonMonO does try to bust up the ramp. He will lose one of his Reapers, and he will lose too much. He'll lose far too much here. Every Reaper goes down. Better trade here from Percival as he does fight with his Hellion, and HonMonO has to get the hell out of here. A rough start for HonMonO. The CC has begun only just now, and Percival's is almost done, almost complete. So again, Percival does have a very strong start here, as he mentioned. A bit of a rock paper scissors when it comes to the build of choice, when it comes to the opener, and Percival is looking very in form, very ahead. It's a rough position for HonMonO to be in, as HonMonO, he will miss the army, which means we can just delay the CC even further. Goes into the natural. SCV goes down, CC is further delayed, and better trades here for Percival. He's just not really in control. Yeah, he's just gonna take it from here. Shuts down the entire army. Still no production, no progression, I should say, on the CC. Oh my god, barely doesn't get the Reaper. Doesn't get the final Reaper, and HonMonO, he's miles behind. How to catch up? Third TC immediately before the natural's even done, before it's even halfway done. Double expand. I mean, HonMonO, he's up against the wall. He has to do something drastic here to catch up, to recover. Double expand is the way to go. Oh, it's HonMonO's way to go. Oh boy. Also, big shout out to Rowdy in the chat. Este Rowdy. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Ah. As Percival, he does move out. He's going for his own drop across the map, back at home, getting to his own just standard setup here. We do have Ravens building up, Endurance Matrix on the way, Cyclones as well. here we do deflect the initial drop. Oh, despite the scan, the medevac does get away. There are TC here for Percival, again just getting further ahead. Yes, on the one hand, HonMonO, he does finish up his own third base, so he can recover economically. He can look to recover economically, but can he ever expand is the problem. Oh. Can he ever claim his third? Fire Army does fall, but he doesn't quite get on top of the tank. Auto Shower coming in, does get the Cyclone. Does barely snipe the Cyclone. A bit of an awkward trade here from Percival, again bleeding out a lot of units trying to break this position, and Percival doesn't need to. Like, all he needs to do is contain. He doesn't have to push in. And Percival, he does bleed out a Raven, a Cyclone, a Medevac. These are some high value units here. Percival, we gotta calm down. And Percival, he will lose the tank. Tank does fall. Percival, we have to get the hell out of here. Good to see you still grinding, Pat. We need to still catch up. Yes, we do, Pat, we do. Always on that grind. I have some pet bunnies now. I have some pet bunnies. So I'm gonna hit us. I have 2 bunnies. They're beautiful. Yes. Oh, as we have a double drop into the main. Ooh, full medevac goes down. Ay. Takes down the full medevac. Does pick up a couple of SCVs there. It's going to be 8 SCVs going down. It's going to be a one-way trip. Oof, and that's brutal here. 2 full medevacs. Tanks were inside that as well. Also, I love how if you look at the battle report, HonMonO's name is full question marks. God damn it. But that was 2 tanks. That was 2 tanks going down for HonMonO. Doesn't actually show in the battle report. Just because the tanks were in the medevacs, I think. But they did fall. Oh. So again, those are brutal losses. Both players getting up to 3 bases. Percival still has a lead. He still has momentum. But the game is slowing down. We're moving out with drop play more than anything. We're keeping the main armies at home. So we're just slowly going to build up, and yeah, it's going to be a bit of a slower progression in towards a longer game. I also have 2 female bunnies. They better go in pairs because they're very social, and if they're alone, they get depressed. Oh no. I also have 2 female bunnies. 2 female bunnies. I didn't want to go through the stress of having, like, I kind of did want like 1 male, 1 female, but like the stress of like that small window in time where they hit puberty and they're not desexed, and you don't want something to happen, right? You don't want, like, suddenly bam, like you have like a litter of baby rabbits on the way. So that definitely was the deterrent of getting a pair of a male and a female for the bunnies. So to avoid any of that, to avoid any of that stress, we get 2 females. Oh. Yeah, as the boys are going to be pulled here, Percival, he will overwhelm. Shots at every single SCV. Again, had a lead from earlier, of course. And HonMonO, he has almost nothing to defend. GG gets called. Percival does overwhelm. Percival does take game number 1. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Again, Percival just had a stronger start to the game. It was just a really unfortunate opener that HonMonO went for, and he took a really brutal start to the game, really brutal deficit. That's what I was looking for. where he had a very delayed natural base. He had less workers, had less army to work with as well, so just fell behind very early on. Tried to recover, and there was some nice moments for HonMonO where Percival was overextending into the natural, where he was taking fights he didn't need to, and then right after that, HonMonO dropped into the main and lost 2 tanks. He lost 2 tanks and 2 medevacs. It was a brutal doom drop there for HonMonO. It wasn't worth it. So anything that he was kind of gaining back, he lost then and there, and then it was just smooth sailings from Percival from then on forward. GG. GG, well played with that. Percival does take a 1-0 lead, and now we're getting ready for game number 2. Just catching up with the 10. 1 male, 1 female bunny. 999 bunnies later. True. So, yeah, I didn't want that. We were considering adopting for sure. It is typically advised to adopt bunnies, of course, so that was definitely something that we were looking into. But for a lot of the bunnies that are up for adoption, they're very much so older. They're very much so older and already established as well. So we got 2 baby bunnies. They're babies. One day we'll have bunny cam. One day. One day. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Pylon, we have the South Korean Terran player. We have the Blue Terran. The Blue Terran leading the series 1-0. Oh, as I do have to fix up the in-game overlay. It is Percival. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the Red Terran player, the Red Terran himself. From the land of South Korea, representing Team Hyper 1, it is HonMonO. Guess we now know your favorite SC2 player, Bunny. Oh no, not like this. I'm a big Bunny fan. I was very tempted to call our bunnies Bunny and Byun. Very tempted. We got the kids 3 baby chickens incubated from eggs. Let's go. That's really cool. It's very cool. Now you get fresh eggs. Now you get fresh, or you will get fresh eggs. Every morning, baby, every morning. My sister, she lives out in the outback, if you will, like in very rural Australia. And for her family, they have their own like farm. They have, of course, their own flock of chickens as well, and they are drowning in eggs. I think they have like 7 chickens or something, and they have too many eggs. So every now and then they send eggs over our way. They're like, we have too many. Just eat the eggs. I'm like, it's too many eggs. But yeah, it's very cute. They have their own chickens. Well, you have your own chickens now. Say 7 chickens. They have 7 hens. 7 hens. For now, though. For now, we are going to be selling to our initial openers. This time, there's no crazy 2-racks open or anything like that. So we have a much more standard setup. Racks into factory into CC. So we have a more tech-heavy start out of HonMonO. This is the same build that Percival went for last game. So same build. Meanwhile, we do have Percival going for the economic opener, Racks Expand. So we have a more economic start out of Percival. He's going to be the defender. That's why he's getting the bunker on the low ground to receive the army coming his way. Nice positioning. Is on top of the ramp and does punish the Reaper. Do you see HonMonO going for the rotation? Bunker is full. And Percival, he's holding nicely. He does hold nicely for now. Again, HonMonO, he does have map control. He does have additional Hellions. He can try to rush past the bunker and go straight for the mineral line. That is going to be an opportunity or an option here for HonMonO. And he's going for it. He does go for it. Does go for the dive. But not many SCVs to really kill. Yeah, this is not quite worth it. It gets 1 Marine, but loses Reaper. Loses a Hellion as well. And HonMonO bleeding out a lot of supply early. And again, the goal here was for economic damage. He's not getting any. He gets 1 SCV. Can he get 2? No, not even. Oh, good. Repair's not in time. Reaper pulls away. Nice control there by Percival. Oh, my God. Cleans up the Hellion. And look at the trades here. Again, that was 3 Reapers and 2 Hellions. For what? For 1 Hellion for 3 Marines. Didn't even kill it SCV. I thought he got 1 earlier. Not even. So a very nice trade here for Percival, and bearing in mind he maintains his economic lead. Remember, he cut corners, he went for a faster CC, that's why he has 32 SCVs to the 28 of HonMonO. Doesn't sound like a lot, doesn't sound like a big deal, but in a mirror matchup this early on, I mean, this is a big lead for the Blue Terran. HonMonO back at home, 3rd CC. How does he come back in this game? He rushes into a 3rd CC. The Reaper Scout does confirm. Percival, he is now aware of the greed of HonMonO. Now, Percival, he can either meet him and go for greed himself, or turn this into a 2-base all-in. So Percival, he has a choice to make. Expands. So he's going to meet him there, and he will take his own 3rd base. It is later than HonMonO's, but Percival, he is ahead. I think it's fine. He has that economic lead. I'll pick up there out of HonMonO. Let's see if Medevac does pull back. Back does pull away. Yes, you want to check out the bunnies. There are some videos and images on in our Discord channel. I'm not really one that takes a lot of photos, so it's quite limited, but they're there. They're there. They have grown a lot though since those videos. Grown a lot. Here we go. HonMonO tells me about. With this, it does have Interference Matrix. Does have the Matrix. And we'll see if he can work his way into the bases. Again, there's not really that many Marines here. No bunker either. The bunker was salvaged. He's going for it. Yeah, he's going for the dive. Disables both tanks. Quick on siege. Percival, calm down. Doesn't siege, does pull away. Yeah, boys are being pulled. A nice counter disable. Ravens are coming from behind. And HonMonO, he gets lured in. Yeah, the bait was real. Every tank is going to go down. Percival, he saves his tanks. He shuts down his opponents. Percival, he's all over HonMonO. He's all over him. Fun fact, he'll lose 6 SCVs, but Percival, he still has a worker lead. His 3rd base is up and running. He has mules. Meanwhile, the 3rd base for HonMonO is exposed. As here comes a counterattack. Does spot the tank. Boys gonna try to escape. There's Yoda turrets. Vikings they land, and Percival, he will just snowball out of control. He breaks through the siege line. Takes down the tank, can take down the other as well. Final tank goes down. And again, HonMonO just overextending earlier. He thought he saw an opening, but even before that, Percival just had an insane start to the game. Boys being pulled, 24 SCVs going down. And with that, Percival, he has done it. He has broken the natural base. From here, pushing into the main. Oh. Again, just a really smart engage from Percival back at home to unsiege his tanks in time, to come in from behind with the Ravens. It's crazy. Looks like HonMonO, he might barely clean this up, but what's he holding on to? He's down to 29 SCVs, down to a 1-base economy. And we can see Percival still just rallying in. Ooh, he has no medevac support. Yeah, no medevacs. Percival, he will lose the entire army, but he has 4 bases. It's fine. Like he has 4 expansions, he has 4 bases, he's taking his gases, his production's kicking in. Percival just has to take it slow. Just take it slow. Yeah, so it looks like the final stand here for HonMonO. GG gets called, good luck gets called as well, and Percival, he will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Congratulations here to Percival, as he was looking very informed and very dominant. Again, game 1 was just a really rough start for HonMonO, as he did open up 2-axe Reaper and he got shut down early on and he was just playing from behind. Game number 2 kind of similar here, where HonMonO, he overextended with his Reaper Hellion and it wasn't worth it. He did take a massive economic loss at the start of the game due to his hyper aggression failing, and with that he tried to recover by rushing into a third CC. He then went for a later move out into the natural and he overextended. He thought there was an opening, but he was completely shut down. He got surrounded, he lost the entire army, and everything just snowballed out of control from there. GG. GG, well played. An impressive performance there by Percival, as we are going into the grand finals. Oh my god. Exclamation mark, be in the chat to have a look at the back yourselves.